Okay, so after going through so many songs, following this color and number and sound way to calculate these unique QR codes so that every song or every verse of every song in every language just have a unique snowflake magical pattern, I'm like, hey, why don't we print them and see if we can look at them and say, hey, are they memorable or not? Do I remember any of these? Or let's start to build them. And this was the first attempt, which was quite a failure. As it isn't even songs here. I was trying to do Shakespeare. I took some Bible quotes in Hebrew. I threw in some Steve Jobs quotes and some Bill Gates, all sorts of nerdy computer tech quotes, all my favorite people. And then I realized, yeah, this is way too crazy. You can't just throw them all on one page. And that's when it became, why don't we just have one sheet of paper and be like, here's 20 patterns. Here's 20 QR codes. And another side 20. And if you want, you can double and make 40. And that's when it became, okay, spread them out, give them each a number, and then we can go through one at a time and we can build them. And this became the standard format. So every QR code is a square that's 7 by 7 color pixels or color squares. And to make it easy to build it and to remember it, it really helped to make them all facing, kind of like little characters facing in a certain way. And that's where it came up with this idea that we should fill them all in, but we should have like two little eyes facing that way. And that helps better organize them when you're building it. So here I'm going to show you 6 examples I've been working on where you have a 40 song example. So here we go. Over here you have, so the way it works as a puzzle is you have a frame, kind of the same color. Here I got a beige frame. Here I have songs that I didn't do yet that are filled in, kind of empty. And I got 2 little eyes popping out, and I got a black and white kind of 0 or empty slot. And then I have some I didn't even fill that in, and some where I completed, like Dancing Queen and that Russian song we talked about, and Eye of the Tiger down here, and some other good ones. And again, I just tried to practice this using these special 2D kind of puzzles. It's about a 2,500 piece puzzle when you do it completely. And let's look at some other examples. Again, you can fit 40 on a frame. And the idea was, it's been developing, you always have 2 eyes popping out looking there, and you always have a sort of a white blank one whenever you're filling it in. Here's a girly one that's pink. I ran out of squares. I have to buy some more pink ones. And here's another one where I was trying to do the same puzzle, just practicing getting that size and shape really cool. And it's particularly amazing. I mean, I've practiced this so many times as part of inventing it. So it's really cool when I look at it all around and I'm like, oh, I know every song and every word from every song, even though they're in completely different languages. And yeah, I can look at the board and I know right away all the songs. And yeah, here's another one. So as it's being built, it's particularly cool. Here I'm working on my frame here, and I'm just starting with a couple songs. It's really cool when you go from, here's a pile of blocks, 1 cent a block, very cheap. And for 25 bucks, I can build out my like 40 songs, and I can amazingly punch them in a computer to see which songs they are, and even better in the future, be able to scan them and listen to them as QR codes. And again, as you build it, part of the challenge, part of the excitement as you build it is it's just individual pieces. But as you build it, you're just connecting these individual tiny blocks. It's extremely exciting. I've sat for 3 hours straight and just did like a row of 10 songs. Amazing.